Oh, what's up, you guys? Wait, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Well, welcome. Come follow me. I got a recipe that I want to share with you guys. It is called a Argirasco version of a bolognese pasta for y'all. Also, it is dairy-free, along with somewhat gluten-free. But I wanted to share with you guys this recipe, not to outshine the two Filipino aunties. Big ups to them. But I do want to show you guys that I do cook, and I wanted to share this recipe for y'all. So let's begin, and I hope you guys enjoy. What is up, you guys? So to begin, we're gonna start off with the veggies. Right here you see we have bell peppers, yellow, red, green bell peppers. These are the holy trinities of the pepper family that I typically use. We have some onions. These are gold pearl onions, but you can use regular onions. I'll show you guys what other onions you can use. These are regular yellow onions. So whatever you guys have, feel free to use that. You are not obligated to use these particular ingredients. Whatever you have in the kitchen, feel free to use that. So we have the golden pearl onions, we have the peppers, yellow, red, green bell peppers. We also have some garlic that we are going to start chopping up. But prior to that, you guys, washing your vegetables is extremely important. So come on over. We're gonna go to the sink and start rinsing these big boys. Oh, don't forget to get the labels off. You don't want that in your bolognese, do you? Nobody wants that. Yeah. Man, you nasty. So you want to make sure that you take that off. You don't want no labels in your, So these are very, very chunky organic peppers. Again, you do not need organic. Any type of bell peppers that you have, if you have serrano peppers, whatever type of pepper that you have, feel free to use that. Come on over. We're gonna go over the sink. You want to make sure that we always wash our vegetables. Wash. They need a bath. Sometimes they get really stinky and nasty and all that stuff. So you want to make sure that you wash your babies. Very, very, very important. Oh, they went into a hot tub. They a little bit too hot. So you want to make sure that you clean them really, really, really well. Alright? Make sure you clean these bad boys. Oh yeah, and wash your hands before you stop cooking. Ain't nobody want you to cook right after you got out of the bathroom, right? Alright, so we're gonna go back. I like that. Alright, so we're gonna go back to our cutting board. Cutting board, you guys. Alright, so we got the bell peppers. Let's put these bad boys. Let's put these little babies out to the side for a second. Alright, they'll get their time in a minute. You know what I mean? So this is what you gotta do. You gotta get your bell peppers. Alright, I'll show you guys how to cut it. You want to go around the circumference. I guess you want to go like around like the top of it and get the little stem. So you want to go in circular manner. In case you do not know how to cut a bell pepper, I will show you guys how to do that. Alright, so you have to be very, very, very careful. they got these seeds, right? These seeds are very, very, very hot. So typically you want to take this out of the bell peppers, and the skin of it is mild, so it's not as spicy. We're going to throw these bad boys. If you like spicy, keep it. We're gonna put them here. So you're gonna do the same exact things for the yellow and green pepper. We're gonna speed it up for y'all. Enjoy this time lapse. We have our pot here. I am keeping it at medium high, and we're gonna start sauteing. So we're gonna start off with, I typically like using coconut oil. Coconut oil is a really good alternative to any kind of like vegetable oil or whatever. But I also like to use extra virgin olive oil. You just got to be really careful because the, I guess like the temperature, like if it gets too hot, it might burn easily, so you have to be really, really careful. So you can come on over here, and we're gonna get, I'm gonna say maybe like a spoonful of coconut oil, a tablespoon. And then you want to get maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. So I like to do a combination of both fats into this. We're going to come over here and we're going to start with the onions and the garlic. Stir this up. We'll get that sauteing for a few minutes. Essentially, you want to make the onions translucent, which is clear. Come on over and actually look at it. It's going to take a while, but this is pretty much the base of the sauce that we're going to be using. So you see how it's starting to sizzle. That's essentially what you want to see. That's sizzling effect. Again, this is going to become translucent, and the garlic, you want to keep an eye on the garlic because they burn easily. So watch that. To speed up this sauteing, we are going to be using Himalayan sea salt. What I typically like using is the pepper grinder, salt grinder, rather than getting like the pre-made. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say about a teaspoon and a half of salt. We're gonna come off. Then we're gonna grab some pepper as well. You don't need as much pepper because we have all those peppers in here. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, maybe like a teaspoon and a half of ground pepper. I'm gonna keep stirring, stirring, you guys. Very, very, very important. So if you guys see, it's still salting. What I'm gonna start putting now is the bell peppers that we had chopped earlier, and we're gonna get that started because I don't want the garlic to burn too easily, too fast. So we're gonna come over here, put in all those beautiful bell peppers, colors of the rainbow. Right? Get that sauteed up. So far we have the onions, the garlics, the 3 different bell peppers. We are going to saute this until they become, they shrink and they become soft. Because we added bell peppers, I want to add a little bit more salt into this. 4, 5. So maybe a total of 1.5 tablespoons of salt at this point. Again, I'm kind of just eyeballing this. So we're gonna get this cooked and sauteed, and we're gonna put a cover to expedite the sauteing. In the meantime, you guys, while we have that, we're going to be boiling pasta. Any kind of pasta that you have works. If you want to use spaghetti, penne, if you want to use rigatoni, noodles, whatever you have, by all means do it. This I got at Sprouts. It's a cauliflower pasta, which I've never used before, but sounds amazing, right? Like, are you into this kind of like stuff? Yeah, so like, this is a cauliflower pasta that I found, and I'm really, really excited to try this. Total fat of 0 grams and carbs of 35 grams, which is probably not as high as regular pasta, like white flour, so a really good alternative. So this is what we're gonna do. You just basically just follow the ingredients. 4 to 6 quarts of water, 1 tablespoon of salt, add the pasta, cook about 7 to 8 minutes until al dente. So a bite of, like, you can bite into it, but it's not completely cooked. You don't want an overcooked pasta, essentially. I'm gonna strain the pasta and then serve with our plain sauce. So we got the the pot. We're gonna get some boiling, we're gonna get some water. I typically don't like putting a lot of water in the pot because that's gonna take forever to boil. So what I typically do is I do half of what it wants to make the process of boiling pasta a lot faster than it should be, right? I mean, you want to eat your food, you don't want to be taking forever in cooking, right? Right. So we're gonna come over here, we're gonna simmer this bad boy, simmer that boy, right? Expedite it, lid, let that cook up, bring it up. Let's say about like low-high heat. Low-high heat, yeah. Get that boiled. Don't forget to salt your water. You always want to make sure that you make the pasta flavored, because once you boil the pasta, it has no flavor. So you want to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that might be too much. 13, 14, 15, 16. Just kidding. You wanna flavor your pasta, you guys. Very, very, very important to flavor your pasta. Again, you want the water to taste, as for like Italians, they say that you want to make sure that the water tastes like the ocean. So all that pasta absorbs that salty, beautiful Himalayan sea salt flavor. You know, and I try to, let's do a little bit more, because I come to find out some of my pasta gets way too bland, so put 20 more. Alright, now this is another thing that like some people are opposed to, but for like a sigh of relief, this could help. You want to also, if you want, you can also put some olive oil in the water. They say if you put olive oil, that doesn't work. You don't really need the oil. So we'll get that boiling. Don't forget to check your peppers, man. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. You see that? Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Talk to me, boy. You see they're looking beautiful, man. Looks beautiful. Right? You want to make sure that this is completely cooked and sauteed. And you know, you don't want no hard peppers. No, you don't, man. You want tender, soft, melt in your mouth. You know what I mean? So again, we'll get that cooking. Let's bump it up a little bit, right? Let's bump it up a notch. Is that what Emerald used to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. That the boy, this other boy, this little boy, and this big boy, they're doing their work. That's what you're gonna do. So let's let them do their work. Let them do what they gotta do, right? Next thing we're gonna do is prepare the ground turkey, right? So we're gonna be using whatever you have, you guys. Ground turkey, this is 35% lean, 7% fat. Whatever you have, ground beef. If you want to use ground chicken, whatever you guys want to use. We're gonna cut this open, right? Cut that open, right? All right, we're gonna get that in with this little man right here, right? That's how the sauce comes together, and that's how we're gonna make this amazing flavor fest. Come over here, let's check this, right? Ooh, you see that? You see that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do, man. It's almost getting there. It is almost getting there. This boy is getting together. They're cooking beautifully. I am loving how this is looking, right? It's got the Skittles colors up in this. It's got the pride colors, everything, man, right?
Right.
So we are almost heading there in the right direction. So what we can start doing is, because it's looking like it's getting softer, and how we can test that out is I'll show you guys. And coming over here, if it goes in smoothly, like easily with a fork, that's when you know they're sauteed perfectly. All right, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna start with the ground turkey that we have here, right? Again, we'll salt it, and we'll pepper it. Alright, so we are going to stir this up. We're going to add a few more flavors. We have some Italian seasoning. About a teaspoon. We have some onion powder. Half a teaspoon. We have some garlic powder. Half a teaspoon, and let's add some turmeric. Half a teaspoon. Lower this boy. Oh, so it's boiling right now. I'm gonna plop the pasta in like that, and we're going to not cross-contaminate and cook the pasta. They said 7 to 8 minutes. You see, you want to make sure that the pink is completely gone, and that is when the turkey is going to be fully cooked. We are going to add a few more ingredients. We are going to add a capsule of vinegar for some acidity, and we are going to add honey. Just with all that saltiness, you want a balance of sweet and salty. And we'll mix that together. What I want to do is add a handful of spinach. And you guys might be thinking, spinach? Why spinach? Spinach just gives you a little more vegetables, and it really has a bland taste, so it's not going to overpower the other flavors, trust me. And I guess this is another way to like sneak in the vegetables that you want to give your kids and so forth. So that's going to be cooking up like that. What we are needing to do is put the tomato paste. So I like to use this rather than using what is it? Marinara sauce or pasta sauce, just because it's more concentrated, which means it has more flavors and it's not going to make your sauce so liquidy and so forth. Alright, so that looks good. We're gonna mix this up. And don't forget, you guys, you still have the pasta in here, right? Want to try to stir up the pasta as much as possible. I like to get the pasta, before you drain it, I like getting the pasta water and putting it in the sauce. And this is kind of like a adhesive to, what is it? Make sure that all of the ingredients adhere to each other. So it's not as liquidy and it's more, I guess, coagulated. If you want to like come closer and see how it looks. Okay. What I just want to do is add a little bit more flavor again. I don't like bland food. So we'll say a tablespoon of each. Onion powder, garlic powder, turmeric. So we are down to the wire. We are just getting the bolognese sauce to completely cook and to be perfectly delicious and just uniformly amazing with one another. And without even eating it, I think it smells pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
So we're down to the wire. We're just gonna finish off getting the bolognese. And that is the bolognese pasta with cauliflower penne pasta and ground turkey with peppers and a whole bunch of flavor.
And this is hot. So this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna be the first to try it out. I can taste the flavor in here a lot.
What type of flavors do you taste?
Like all the condiments inside here. I can taste all the flavor in here.
Good?
Damn.
That is good.
The peppers are like really good too. Like,
Yeah, and it's like that mixture of like sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell it's like a sweet type of sauce.
I can taste the sweet, the honey part in it. So it's like really good.
What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I rate this a 10.
Oh shoot! Really?
That's really good.
So, you guys, this was just a recipe that I came up with spontaneously. Again, I am not a chef in any way. I do not measure anything out. It is all pretty much experimental and based on, you know, I've been cooking for a while, for years, and just watching cooking shows and so forth. But I have an idea of, you know, the basics of cooking and what works and what doesn't work. So I am very happy to welcome you guys to my kitchen and allowing me to share with you guys my version of the bolognese pasta. I hope you guys try this recipe. Feel free to make any kind of alternatives. If you want to add cheese, parmesan, cheddar, whatever you guys want, feel free to do that. I think that's it. Thank you so much for the love and support. Again, follow all our social networks, our social media, East Coast Passion website. Check out our merchandise, and we will try to keep it up with the videos. Leave us comments, feedback, likes, shares, all of this. Let us know what you'd like to see. Again, I hope you guys are staying safe during this quarantine, and we'll get through this. Again, thank you for the love and support. You guys are the best. Harold, any last words?
Thank you guys for watching our videos. Like, subscribe, share with all your family and friends. And make sure you stay safe out there, guys. And share the love too. See you guys.